When we moved to the big house in the woods, my husband John said, "Let's never get used to this beauty." An ambivalent idea, that. I hadn't wanted to transplant our family from Chicago to this small town downstate, but a promising job compelled John, and I acquiesced. From the deck, I survey our new oak-crowded backyard and the steep ravine that surrounds me on 3 sides. Mornings, I take my coffee outside and either breathe in the arboreal solitude or study my fresh country isolation. It depends. Sometimes the ravine becomes a moat. One August morning, I see a bird hanging upside down, well out of reach over the patio table. Something about its aspect, dangling like a broken Christmas ornament, diminishes its essential birdness. You expect to look up at a branch and see a bird perched with a predictable shape, head higher than body, sloping down towards tail, which usually dips below the branch the way lowercase p and q anchor and define the parts above the line. It is the relative position that helps you read the letter, the bird. But this poor creature creates none of these expected lines of profile. It is a contorted aberration, pulsing like some pendulous, angry nest. I have trouble making out its rightful parts, but what I can see immediately with a sickening feeling is a tangle of white thread. My mind flies to a birthday party in a midsummer. My mind flies to a birthday party, colorful paper orbs swinging in a midsummer breeze. My teenage daughter Mary's attempt to cheer her younger sister, who had no new friends to invite. After the party, she cut down the decorations, but not the remaining string, almost invisible. Now it has ensnared the bird that hangs there, a burned-out light bulb over the empty table. With a furious flail, the thing manages to right itself and perch up on top of the branch. The string keeps it cowed and bent, but it reads bird again, head upright, with a perfect black mask, tail down with a brilliant yellow stripe along the edge. I call for help. Mary, the family's resident bird expert, comes running. The sight of the string deflates her. "Cedar waxwing," she says, her words like apology. I've never seen one before, a fact which makes this animal what birders like my daughter call a life bird for me. John retrieves a ladder. The waxwing is at least 5 feet higher than its top rung. "You won't be able to reach it," I say, despairing. John is late for work at St. Francis Hospital, but he goes back to the garage for the long-handled loppers. He scales the ladder in his black patent shoes. I put a hand to the back of his trousers as he ascends toward the madly fluttering bird. I love him for this, but it could end badly in so many ways. Mary stands by, looking up. John sways, reaches, sweat speckling his blue long-sleeve shirt. Although he manages to clip the branch, the web of thread is still keeping it and the bird suspended. He hands the tool down and holds open his hand, open like a surgeon. "Scissors," he says. He trims the string and lowers the piece of branch, a fishing pole with feathery bait. Back down on the deck, he approaches the bird with his large hand, grasping her thrashing body, enclosing her in safety, immobilizing her. I see drops of bright red at the tip of its wings, not blood, but the eponymous wax droplets. I reach in to free the creature, but John moves slightly, deflecting my hands. The job should be Mary's. Of course he's right. My cheeks burn. I hand over the scissors. "It's her foot that's caught," John says, turning the bird over and angling its feet toward Mary and the scissor points. She aims, snips. Thread falls away. The left leg claws the air, but the right curls up next to the body. There's nothing more John can do. He hands the bird to our child. "Keep the wings pinned close," he says. Mary receives the wild bird. "Her heart is beating so fast," she whispers, looking first into her cupped hands, then up at me. I sense the bird's panic, the muscled desire to fly. "Let's just put her down and see what she does," John says. I worry that the bird is broken, that my daughter will release the bird and know its brokenness, the damage we caused. I worry the waxwing is free now, only to die. I hold my breath as Mary crouches to set the poor thing on the deck. In a flash of color, the bird becomes memory. Her flight beyond the green perimeter, over the ravine, is strong, swifter than my eyes can follow.
Huh.